Hi, welcome to our next episode of Let's Talk. So for today, I have invited one of my friend, colleague, and workmates. We're going to share about you her story of coming here in England. Please help me welcome the ilaw ng tahanan ng Bisdak Family, Rose Balili.
I like what you said, ilaw ng tahanan.
Yeah, it's Bisdak Family, right?
Yeah.
Because I was so amazed kasi I was just watching your Reels video and it says this Bisdak Family. Why is it Bisdak Family?
Oh, I'd like to, always bring our roots. I mean our foundation, which
Yeah.
is really Bisdak, because when
Which
we
is which is I like it more because you bring, you didn't forget our native language and you even teach your kids how to speak.
That's a good question, because it's very challenged, because
Yeah.
the environment, the school, their friends, and then when we try to talk to them also,
Yeah.
they cannot grasp the native
Yes.
language. So me and Janelle was saying that it's very difficult if they will. We
We
don't know.
go back to the Philippines
True.
and then we just gonna meet some other
Yeah.
kids and we
Mhm.
gonna speak English
True.
and fluent English
Yeah.
with accent. So
Yeah.
I like it the way you teach them,
Yeah.
It's kinda showing the true value of Filipino.
Yeah, indeed. So I don't want them to to feel like a foreigner when they go back to Philippines. Like, oh, everybody's talking Bisaya.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a Filipino, so I don't want them to feel that way.
Yeah, and they will be left behind because
yeah.
other kids will talk like blah blah blah,
Yeah.
blah, and they were like,
Yeah.
what are they talking about? We
True.
don't understand.
True,
Yeah.
especially we are from the province, right?
Yes, yes.
So if you're in the province, even if you talk Tagalog, they will say, they will feel aloof.
Yeah.
How much more if they will talk English with a slang?
with accents. So, shout out to our Visayan viewers there.
Hello.
Rose Balili, the Bisdak Inay ng kayong tahanan. Now, well, before anything else, I would like to congratulate on coming here in England.
Oh yeah. Thanks God, I could say thanks God, and it's one of the
Yeah.
achievements. Yeah, but more than the achievement, more than the preparation, it's a bit orchestrated by God.
Yeah.
It's
It's more
all
important.
glory to
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
It's more important that everything you do, you ask guidance from our
True.
Lord God. Isn't that?
True.
Just like me, coming here, I ask really the guidance of our Lord God.
Mhm, mhm.
And I can say that He blessed me.
Oh yeah.
So, may I ask, how are you now living here in England?
Oh, by the way, cheers for 2 years.
yeah. 2 years in England.
Exactly today. Or no, we landed 13th or
13th yesterday.
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 Oh yeah, but nevertheless, it's still on.
Yeah,
we
it's
are
still in
still
the
on the
month.
2 years. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. How am I? After 2
How
years?
are you living here in England now
We're
with your
coping.
family? It's been 2 years now.
Yeah. So I could say that things are getting better as it goes by. I could
Right.
say, like looking back to 2 years ago, like everything is uncertain. Like, are we gonna stay here for good? Are we gonna stay here for good? How long we will?
Yeah.
Because it's very uncertain. We are
Yeah.
we are new in the place, and we don't know how am I cope up with my work, because
Yeah.
it's entirely different from what I'm doing in
True.
Dubai.
True.
And then the kids also, how will they embrace the culture here, the school? But thanks God, yeah. As I've said, if the author of everything is God, so
Yeah.
it's not easy. I could say
Yeah,
overall,
okay.
it's not easy. But
Well-
as time goes by,
Well,
we
your
get along.
story is different from my story
Mhm.
of living here in England because I could say it's easy for me because I'm alone.
Oh, yeah.
Where for you, in your case,
True.
you have your kids, your husband, and then of course you have to think about of their living
Welfare as well.
Yeah, welfare as well. So,
Yeah.
how are the kids?
I think they are more adjusted compared to us,
Yeah.
as parents.
Why? Which is
When
like
it comes
give
to-
us like explanations to our
Yeah,
viewers, so
because-
they will have this vision
Alright.
if they have planning to come here,
Yeah.
bringing their family here in England. So
Alright.
yes,
So I think most of you doesn't know that we are a family of 6, and we came from Dubai, which is really hot country,
hot, warm country.
warm country, but regardless it is warm, everything is there.
Yeah,
It's fancy, like Even if you walk outside of your room, you can find everything.
Yeah, you can tell the difference.
24/7.
Yeah, you can tell the difference now when you
Yeah.
were in Dubai, I could
Mhm.
say. And life here in UK is so
Laid back, I could
laid
say.
back, I could
Yeah.
say, whereas in Dubai it's so advanced.
Advanced.
So how is that? Is that the reason why before you have hesitation if you're going to settle down here or you wanna go back to Dubai or something? Is that the reason?
The reason why I have a second thought of coming here
Yeah.
beforehand is that my comfort zone is Dubai. Just imagine
Yeah,
I live 17 years
in Dubai. Yeah.
and we're not just living with our family. We're living within a community,
Yeah.
within the circle of our family as well.
Yeah. I know you have a big family.
Big
living
family, I
here.
could say. Like
Yeah.
we have one villa there for 5 rooms, and everybody is our circle.
Right.
Like my husband's circle, family. We're talking about this family.
Yes.
And you have the comfort you need, like when it comes to physical,
Yeah.
emotional,
Important.
mental. You have this. I'm okay, even if I walked outside the room
Yes.
and gonna have my own time with
True,
my
true.
husband.
Yeah.
I know that somebody will look after my kids.
So
But
that is
here-
the assurance that you have before when you were in Dubai. Whereas here, you both are working together and you will thinking like, who's gonna look after your kids?
True, that's one.
So that's the
also.
one of the
Mhm.
challenges,
True.
right?
That's what you said. If the situation, if I'm in your shoes,
It's
I wouldn't
different.
have second thought
Yeah.
because I can only think about myself. But in my situation, it's different. I have to think about my 4 kids, my
Yeah.
kids. First of all, my kids. How will they cope up? How we're gonna co-parent here?
Right.
I mean, how we're gonna survive with nobody around
Yeah.
us, no families, no nanny.
Yeah.
We are living on our own. That's
You're
how
like hands on.
hands on.
Now, for those who are watching right now, could you tell us about your journey of coming here? Because you already told us your hindrances and obstacles living here in England. So can you tell us about a little bit of things that your preparation of coming here in Dubai?
Oh yeah.
I'm coming here in
Coming
England.
here,
Sorry. Yeah.
coming here in England, yeah. It's not easy, I could say, because first we have to prepare monetarily.
Yeah, money. Yeah, that's number one.
It's a little bit of money.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a bit of expensive coming here. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
But me and husband was really studying it very carefully.
Carefully.
We list down the things that are expenditures in Dubai
Yes.
and the things that we're gonna expend here.
Before you step
Yes.
into conclusion of coming here.
Conclusion, yeah, and it took a while. It took a while for me, maybe a year for me to decide.
Really?
Yeah, but good thing that I'm very submissive to my husband that I came to the training.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, I don't think I can make it.
Right.
If
So
I'm talking about if I'm a little bit making a decision of coming.
yeah.
Here, I don't think I can make it now.
So a good thing that you have your husband who
Oh.
like decision wise
He
you plan
is.
it together.
Yeah.
And he is so very supportive. And living in Dubai, you have a luxury life in Dubai.
I could say if that's
And
luxury
I-
comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable. And
Mhm.
I think it's hard for you to, leave Dubai
It is
because
very
your comfort.
very. Up to the day when I received my visa, I'm still thinking, shall I go?
Shall I go?
Shall I not?
Shall I like give up this life that I'm
Yeah.
having now?
Yeah, so I said, come on, Rose, there's no way turning back. You got it in your hand already, and you've been waiting for it.
Yeah, yeah.
You've been waiting for it. I think almost 6 months. So I don't have any option but to step up, to
Right.
leave my comfort zone. That is the very difficult. Even if I have this idea that sooner or later we'll be reunited, but the thought of stepping out of your comfort zone is
Yeah.
very difficult.
It is.
You have
it is.
to adjust the nature of your job.
Yes.
You have to adjust your emotional confidence that you have your family.
Yes.
You have your family with you. I mean, I always celebrate my individuality, like
Yeah.
outside our family.
Yes.
I always go out with my family, my sister.
And
my
of course, it's
sisters.
different because you have your kids. It's
Yeah.
different. So that is one of your preparations.
So
as
the
well.
turning point is my kids.
Yeah, the kids.
The kids
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah. So, living here in England, is it easy?
I could say pros and cons are there. It's easy because we are in the laid back side, like countryside. So
Right.
everything is
Do you like it more living here in England? Now,
Now.
now you are living here for 2 years. Do you realize, oh, I kind of like it here now?
I like that question. If you asked me that one a year ago, probably I will say
No.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I'm
But-
not sure.
I'm not sure, but now that we have completed 2 years
Yes.
already, I could say it's better.
Yeah. For those who are watching right now, one of the things that you have prepared of coming here is the money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You must have the savings and also your emotion if you're confident leaving your comfort zone. And what are the things? What else?
First,
The money,
both is a major preparation.
Yes.
Because we know for a fact that living in the European country is it's a pound.
Yeah.
Everything is with
Everything
a
here.
tax.
Yeah.
Everything is a pound. Everything is compared to Dubai. Everything is times 4.6 something.
It is.
Yeah.
And to think Dubai is tax-free country
come
and
on.
living here is 20% tax.
Oh,
So yeah.
that's one.
So
the
that is
preparations-
one thing you have to to do. Think of it like 10 times before coming here.
Yeah.
You have to study the pros and cons.
True.
Yeah.
If possible, I'm not saying that. I mean, everybody is unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to focus on what is your priority. Could
Right.
it be your family? Could it be your retirement? Could it be your the environment? Because there's no argument.
Sure.
Europe is Europe.
Europe. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I could say. If you have holiday, you can just jump into
Any-
train
any-
and
any
you're there.
Schengen-
The other
Schengen
part of
country,
the
yeah.
Europe.
Yes. Yeah. And
Yeah,
that is our what do you call this? That is our advantage of living here in England because in any part of Schengen country we can easily go.
True.
Whereas where you are in Dubai, it's hard for you to get to
You have to make preparation.
Preparation.
A lot of preparation.
Yeah, because there is what do you call this one? Difficulties of having the requirements.
Yeah.
Unlike here, it's so easy for us to have the requirements
True.
of the Schengen visa.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So you are settled now here in England. So
Thanks God, I could say yeah.
yeah.
Not when it comes to stability, you know, every day is a challenge. But
Yeah.
I could say, going back to your question,
How is your work right now compared to your work in Dubai?
oh yeah, it's a 360 degrees change.
Yeah.
But shout out to my colleague.
Yeah.
Shout out to my management.
Yeah.
They really play a vital role in in my stability at the moment.
Yeah.
Because I've heard a lot of, it's not hearsay, but I heard that from my friends
Yeah.
that the environment that they got is very toxic, and
Toxic.
even Filipinos
Yeah.
are hitting each other. So
Yeah.
no, I'm
No,
very loud and proud to say that no,
You
it's not
have your
here.
yeah.
It's not what we
Different.
are here. It's different.
Di-
And even when I get a chance to speak to our manager, I always say we got good community
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
They are
And the
they are
support
backbone.
that we
Yeah,
got from the
true.
management itself is very,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
there,
Yeah.
visible.
True. You are loaded somehow with the transition of your work, with the climate, with the environment.
Yeah.
Communication itself is one.
Yeah.
Hiya.
Yeah.
Hiya. What?
Yeah.
Can you get my knickers?
Yeah.
Knickers? Is it sneakers from the rep? Is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
chocolates?
Yeah. That's one more thing. One of the difficulties, I mean the challenges coming here is as we always say, the language barrier.
That's secondary actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, for family wise, it's financial.
Financial.
It's emotional, and when you get here, you get to live with the next challenges. With
Yeah, it's gonna be like really different from
Mhm.
what you have right now.
yeah,
Just like you're living in Dubai, a luxurious lifestyle,
yeah,
and then you come in
comfort.
here,
It is.
swift.
Like if you want to go outside, oh, come on, it's 8 o'clock. It's still daylight. You get we can roam around.
Yeah.
But when you try to step out, you have to think.
Yeah.
Are there any shops open?
Yeah. Especially on Sunday. Especially on Sunday, right? Because the shops here in England, when Sunday, Their closes around 4
4
o'clock.
o'clock. Majority. Even the malls, yeah, the shopping
Yeah,
malls.
the
yeah.
malls are their closes very early.
So even if you got time, even if you got, if you got, you're ready
Yeah.
financially, but
And,
they're not ready
there's
for
nowhere
you.
there's nowhere for you to like to go to buy something
Yeah.
because they're closed.
But you know that what's the good advantage of it is that you got a good family time here. I could say.
Yeah.
Like if you spend outside your time, you're gonna spend with your family because you have nothing to do outside.
I think that is the important here in England. They promote, you know,
work balance,
Work
life,
balance.
family, and
family, you know, relationships, and also the environment. I'm really liking it.
true.
The nature itself, I like it.
The work itself is like fair, I could say.
Yeah, yeah, fair.
Imagine going back to our country. They're calculating per day. They
Yeah.
don't mind regardless if you stay there for
How many
9
hours?
hours, 10 hours,
Yeah.
11 hours
It's per day.
per day.
And you're working every day in a week. You got only like one day off. That is
Yeah.
Sunday.
True. And in your contract, it just states there, you will work Monday to Friday,
Yes.
and it will never states how many,
How many
hours you
hours.
will render in that Monday to Friday.
Even if you're
Or
gonna
Monday
take
to
some
Saturday.
overtime, they will not pay you.
Yeah.
That is why that's what's
True.
more I like it here,
Mhm.
because you're gonna be paid based on the hour you work.
True, true.
Yeah.
And everybody is very conscious about the
Yeah.
hours. Like
Yeah.
even the management will say,
Yeah.
"Hey, it's already 8 o'clock. What are you gonna do
Yeah,
here?"
yeah,
Because of
yeah.
course they're not.
You go home.
Oh yeah, they,
You go home.
yeah, and
Your
then
time is up.
yeah.
We're not gonna pay you overtime.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So, yeah, tell us about you like here in England and you don't like here in England. The things, everything.
In general, the things
Yeah.
that I like in England is
Maybe can our viewers can
relate
Yeah,
to
relate.
yeah. So the things that I like here in England, I think we don't need to compare, but we don't want to compare because people are different, cultures are different.
Yes.
But we just want to focus on what are our
Your
observations
experience.
and experience, first-hand observations. So yeah, people is one. People like I don't know. We live in the countryside, but even if you don't know the people in the morning, you got to do the hustle bustle of life. But they will greet you. Good
Yeah.
morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. It took time for me to realize that you have to respond because
we don't used to it. Like
sometimes
some-
during my first month I said, do I know her? Do I know him?
Yeah.
Come on, you just been one month here. Of course you don't know.
Yeah.
So
So
it's one.
it's their way, greeting. Even if they don't know people,
Yeah.
they like greet
They're very
Polite.
hospitable and
polite,
polite, yeah.
hospitable.
Hospitable, yeah.
I think we are more hospitable when it comes to,
Yeah, but for them, we don't greet.
we don't greet
we don't
like
greet that way, yeah.
That's why I could say maybe that's why some English people find us like rude.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
because-
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, I can say because
Oh.
they don't greet. We don't greet.
Oh, yeah.
Like we don't greet hi, good morning. Whereas them, they always greet good morning.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't have hesitation.
Yeah.
They don't.
They
have
don't hesitate even if they don't know you.
Yeah.
They will greet you good morning, good afternoon.
Yeah, we're talking
You okay? Are you okay?
about. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
true.
us Filipino. We don't have that.
Yeah.
Like
We're
so-
talking about majority here. I mean, there is always a
Yeah.
minority wherever you are, but
Yeah.
we're talking about majority here. Like they will always greet you whenever they
Yes.
see you outside, especially the elder ones who will say good morning, hiya, how are you? Even if we don't know each other.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a good thing, isn't
that's
it?
a good thing. Like that's one people.
Yeah.
Second, I'm still in awe with their climate. Even
Yeah.
if they say when I first talked to my colleague who is also based here in England
Yeah.
before, I said I'm gonna move there. You're crazy.
You say,
Come on, why?
Why? Why
What?
crazy?
You're crazy. It's freezing here. You got a sun there. I said, come on. The sun is 50 degrees.
I don't want 50 degrees. The sunburn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, we from Asia always love to
Love
be
that.
in a cold country.
And
Yeah.
the snow. That's
Yeah.
what we're excited about. The snow. There's snow.
True. So I said,
Yeah.
you're crazy. Come on, stay there. I said, no, we love cold
Yeah.
country.
But I like it here.
Yeah. Although the weather is it becomes a minority now. The weather is,
Yeah.
it's you gotta just embrace, enjoy it. When you get to experience 4 weather in a day, just embrace it, just
Yeah.
feel it, because it is what it is.
It is. And one thing I like more about here in this country is the education is free.
Oh yeah,
Education is free and the healthcare is free.
that's a turning point.
Where you already like benefited it,
Enjoying it.
enjoying it because of your kids.
True.
The
True.
education is free.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. As what you have introduced me,
Yeah.
ilaw ng tahanan.
Ilaw ng tahanan ng Bisdak Family.
That's also one of the turning point why, as I've said earlier, it's
You
the
decided
kids.
to come here.
So when I said it's the kids, it boils down to their education,
Yes.
to their healthcare, to
Healthcare.
their future in general.
Right.
We're not just talking about when they finish their school. I'm as a mother, you have this vision of longevity.
Yes. Longevity.
Longevity
It is
of
very
how
important.
long they will
Yeah.
gonna stay here. It's not about us
Us
parents.
anymore.
Yeah,
It's all about your kids.
kids. Yeah.
If I have kids also, I will have to think about their future.
Yeah.
Not
true.
me anymore, because I enjoy it already. Some of the things.
Yeah.
But what about them? If I have a
True,
kids,
yeah.
you special have a kids. You're
Yeah.
gonna think of their future.
Yeah.
What you're gonna think about the things that they are going to enjoy it,
Mhm.
right?
Me especially, 4 kids.
Four kids. Yes. Bisdak family has 4 kids.
Oh yeah,
Right.
so it's not just 1, 2, it's 4 kids. So yeah,
Yes.
no second thought when it comes to moving here. The turning point is kids,
Yeah.
because of what Ron says. It's always boils down with the free education, free healthcare, and the longevity of
Yeah.
the stability of their
Yeah.
future. God knows. I'm not saying that we're gonna.
But I am more comfortable. Did you feel that? Like I am more comfortable living here
Of course.
in this country. Do
Yeah.
you feel that? Like
Yeah.
the vibes.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of like I like it here.
Yeah, just imagine I'm allowing my eldest, which is 13 years
Yeah.
old, to walk from her school to our
Imagine that.
house, which is
To
just
school.
20 minutes.
20
walk.
minutes walk.
Yeah, 20 minutes walk. And I have this feeling, of course, as a mom, you will worry, but you have this feeling, alright, okay,
Yeah.
everybody's walking,
Yeah.
everybody's enjoying the sun, why
Yeah.
can't she? And you got to embrace also the mobility here. The things you asked me earlier, what are the things that I like here?
Yeah.
Mobility
Mobility.
is one.
Yeah.
Like you got to think, did I walk today already? did I had a
You know
walk?
what? People here loves to walk. That's
It-
why if you could like observe
Mhm.
the elderly,
Yeah.
they're still active.
True. Oh my God, 100 years old,
100
still
years old.
walking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we get the privilege to talk to
Yeah,
her,
to talk to
assist her.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's a privilege because not everybody have the chance to be with 100 years old.
Yes.
102 years old.
We
100.
have
Yeah.
103.
Oh yeah, 102 years old. Yeah.
Right.
It's
So
the first time.
it is. So those are the things that you have enjoyed here in England,
It
right?
is. Yeah.
So what can we expect from this duck family? Now you're doing your reels video now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For those who don't know, this duck family, Rose and her husband, they're teaching their kids of speaking our native language, which is the Visayan,
Yeah, it's not just a native language. It's more about the culture.
the culture.
Like for example,
So they don't forget.
they don't forget.
Yeah.
Because for example, one time my eldest is eating, and then when we came in, nothing. Hi ma. I said, hey, come on.
No bless.
Yeah, I said, come on, say something. If you are eating and you see somebody around, you just say, can we eat?
Yeah.
Come on, let's
Yeah.
eat. It's one of our
Culture,
things that
yeah.
that is being taught. Like, come on, let's eat.
Yeah.
It's a compliment.
That's
When you-
That's why.
No.
That's one thing I thought to my partner as well. That
Yeah.
whenever we eat, we have to like call the others. Come on, let's eat.
It's a compliment on them,
Come on, let's eat.
but they don't understand it here. Why
Yeah.
why you gotta ask someone if you don't
You
need
don't know,
it?
yeah.
You don't, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's our culture, yeah.
It is,
A lot,
it is.
a lot of things like family is one. Like you have to look after the family. It's not just only us. You have a whole circle of clans.
Yes.
Your cousin, your aunties and uncles. You have to look after them also. It's
Yes.
not just us.
Yeah.
You have to extend your circle Like
Right.
Because here, as we know, the English culture is immediate family
Yes,
matters.
immediate family matters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I-
for us Filipinos, we look after our cousins, blah blah blah, blah,
Very.
blah, down the line.
Down the
Yeah.
line, yeah.
If you have the leverage to do that, why not?
Even the close friends.
Yeah, true.
Even the close friends.
True.
Yeah. Come here. We're gonna look after
True.
you. Yeah.
True. Whatever means you can support them. That's what also. That's one of my. That is my mission. I could say like, you got to do charity. I could
Yeah.
say, when you go back to Philippines, I always introduce. When you go back to Philippines, you always do charity.
Yes.
Because it's important to share like more than the education, more than the things that they acquire. I want them to have the foundation
Of gratitude.
gratitude and humility.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to always share what they can.
Yeah. That is very nice. I like.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
You know what? I could say Bisdak family is what do you call it?
We're not a perfect family. We there are times that we don't look at each other's eyes. Yeah, but as parents, we really have to make an effort.
Yes.
You have to be intentional to your kids, especially that the culture here is entirely different
Yeah.
than what we have in the Philippines. So if you don't inculcate it to your kids, for sure they will forget everything.
Everything.
Everything. I could say everything.
Yeah.
They just, and when they go back to Philippines, they will have a culture shock. Oh,
Yeah.
Why are you calling your friends for eating when you don't mean it?
Yeah.
Why are you giving pasalubong to
They don't
your
have that.
neighbors
Yeah.
and everything? When
Yeah.
I don't want them to have that experience. So when we are
From
exercising
right
this,
now, you just taught them
yeah, they will not have a culture
culture shock.
Like
Yeah.
my mom taught this, my parents taught this to be mindful
Yeah.
of our community. So
Sure.
yeah, so it's an effort. I could say it's an effort. It's not just overnight. And until now, yeah, they have to learn things.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
by little.
I could see that. Like, I really enjoy watching your real video. Right.
Thank you.
So, Rose, before we end this talk, is there anything?
Oh, we could end now. No. No, I'm enjoying.
You're enjoying. Right. We're gonna have set another session of
Oh,
your
yeah, I
of
enjoy it.
our talk. But for those viewers, what can you like advise them if they're planning coming here in England? And just a short message.
Oh yeah, for those individual, or I could say a family, whether you're a family, whether you're a couple, you're an individual, you have to get a preparation. It's not an overnight decision. Because
Yeah.
when you are here, it's difficult. I mean, a decision that you cannot reverse
Right.
immediately.
Yes.
So you have to have your preparation. You have to have your, you have to prepare emotionally, financially,
Yeah.
and mentally.
Mentally.
Yeah, those three things. So
Because
secondary,
it's
when
really-
you come here, you just have to adjust. Everything will follow secondarily.
Because you know us Philippines, we're very sociable.
Oh yeah.
Like
Mhm.
way back in our country, in the Philippines, like you just gonna go out to your door and you're gonna, your neighbors say hi, hello, yeah.
Yeah.
And here is different. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially that I'm living with a family.
Yeah.
I say that when you just to go outside your door, you can see, because your family, you can socialize them
Yeah.
every time.
yeah.
But here, no option.
Yeah, so that's one thing that you gotta have to bear in your mind. So I would like to say thank you, Rose,
Oh,
for
yeah.
accepting my invitation to share your story.
Oh.
Of course, Let's Talk, the vision of Let's Talk is just to share the experience of everybody of coming here in England for us to give, inspiration,
Insights.
insights,
mhm.
if somebody else out there is
Yeah.
planning coming here, at least they're gonna have these insights and,
Yeah.
or inspiration
True.
to them,
Yeah. What I like about also of your white YouTube that is that it's very relatable.
Thank you.
Very
Thank you,
relatable.
thank
And then you don't feel like you are watching something. You feel like you are in it.
Yeah.
You are in it. Like if you have questions, that's already the answer.
Yeah.
If you have questions in mind, but it's not just on. It's a life in general.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
life in general.
Yeah.
We're not just talking about some experiences. It's about sharing our life in general.
Yeah.
So
And
let's talk.
thank you so much for coming in
Yeah.
and
My
sharing your
pleasure.
story. And I hope we could like schedule again for our next talk.
Why not? Why
Yeah.
not?
And I'm gonna link your Facebook
Oh yeah,
account
thank
in
you. Yeah.
for those who wants to like watch the Bisdak family on their reels video.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna have to make your own YT channel as well. So you can just have to upload it
Yeah.
and your viewers will come to your YT channel and
Yeah,
you know.
maybe soon, but due to I'm still doing some pick and drop off on my kids.
Ah yes, yeah.
Yeah, maybe soon. Yeah, for now, Facebook link.
All right, Rose. Thank you so much
Alright,
for
my
thank you.
pleasure.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Mm.
See you.
See
And
you.
let's talk.
Share and subscribe.